She gets her suitcase and she fills it with all her favorite stuff. She zips it back up. She walks out to the room. And I love this family. They're great parents. I just love this story. Comes out and she's got her suitcase. She's like, all right, I'm ready to go. A little bit of an attitude. And he's like, well, honey, number one, that ain't your stuff. That suitcase I bought. Open up the suitcase. She opens it up. All that stuff that's in there, I bought. You didn't buy. So if you want to stay in this house, all that stuff's yours. But if you want to leave, you need to take all that stuff back to your room because that stuff's mine. That's the stuff that I've provided for you. You can go back to your room and get anything that's yours. And she's like, fine, I will. So she goes back to her room. She wheels her suitcase back in there, and she comes back with she comes back with a Walmart plastic bag and her Bible. And she comes back out and she goes, okay, I'm ready to go. And he's like, great, let's get in the car. She gets her in the car, starts saying, listen, you do understand what you're giving up today. You do understand that you're giving up protection and food and resources and a family that loves you. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to drive you to a police station. I'll drop you off. Might have a little bit of protection there. They usually deal with a lot more criminals than they do kids. And on the drive there, she's like, okay, Dad, I don't want to do it. I want to go home. I want to be home. I think that is a great story of a father who's making sure his child understands the decisions that she's making. Because one day she's going to have to make that decision on her own, all by herself. We've got to make sure that we raise kids who understand authority. And part of that is making sure they understand how authority works. This is a great Tara-ism. We have Tara-isms in our house. And things that Tara says that we sort of have all locked onto and we talk about. One of the things that she'll talk about is what obedience really looks like. And she'll say obedience is joyful and it's swift. Real obedience is joyful and it's swift. What do I mean by swift? Swift is I tell you to do something, there's no argument. There's no counsel.